June 15th, 2022. Hilkhot Sedaqah, part 26. This is the final halacha in Rambam on this topic. So we're in Hilkhot Matanot Aniyim, Perek Asiri, halacha Yotet, number 19. Call me, she'en Mosseri litol, ומרמת העם בנוטל, אין הוא מת מן הזקנה עד שישתרך לבריות. Anybody who does not need to collect tzedakah, he is not in such constraints, but he tricks people and he collects tzedakah for himself, he does not die of old age until he reaches that point where he actually really needs help of the people to sustain himself, where he actually becomes a pauper, becomes struck with poverty, and he needs tzedakah to live. And he is among those included in the pasuk from Yirmiyah that says, "Cursed be the man who puts in his trust in human beings." In other words, to sustain himself through human beings as opposed to relying on God to sustain him. And anybody who needs to collect charity for himself, and he is unable to live unless he collects charity for himself, kegon, zaken, or hole, or ba'al yisurin. For example, a person that's elderly or sick or going through all different types of sorrows and hardships, but he fills his head up with pride and he does not collect tzedakah for himself, he is considered as a murderer and he is liable for his own soul. And all he has gained through his hardship is sin and guilt. And anybody who needs to collect money for himself, needs to collect tzedakah, and he has caused himself hardship and he has pressed himself to do without, and he has lived a difficult life, but all in order to not put himself as a burden upon the community. Difference between the one prior to this, who we said because he's too proud to collect, and this person because he does not want to cause himself to be a burden on the community. He does not die of old age until he attains that level of wealth that he is able to give tzedakah to others and he's able to sustain others. And regarding such a person and others like him, the pasuk in Yirmiyah says, Baruch hageber asher yibtach b'Adonai, blessed be the man who puts his trust and faith in God. This concludes Hilkhot Sedaqah from Rambam. As we've seen, Sedaqah is an obligation. There are laws, there are regulations upon the community, upon the collectors, upon the receiver, and it's crucial that everybody learns these laws properly to know how to fulfill the mitzvah properly and to realize that tzedakah is part of righteousness in the world, part of justice in the world, and it is not, as the Western world portrays it, as an act of kindness that you may or may not do because you're feeling generous or kind or charitable. It's a very, very different concept in Judaism, and we need to learn it, take it to heart, teach it to others, and basically make it part of our everyday life. Be'ezrat Hashem will continue on the topic of tzedakah based upon other sources. Have a wonderful day.